welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments,
Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And the Giants are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I'll tell you what, Mike, if you thought this place was rocking before, after that interception, it just took this atmosphere to a whole nother level. And now let's see if this offense can come out, take a deep breath, deal with some of these early emotions, and take advantage and strike for some points.
So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
Dream situation here for your first possession of the game. Like, you go from sitting on the bench thinking you got a couple minutes before you got to take the field. Defense comes away with a huge takeaway on the opening snap of the game. Now, in this sudden change, can you come away with points? Can you reward the defense for creating the turnover and get yourselves out to an early lead?
That run on first down lost a couple, so it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this.
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Giants. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. His kick is good, and the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants 7, Chiefs 0.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready now for their second drive. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back 1st and 10. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Xavier Worthy.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Now the New Jersey native who played his college ball at Rutgers, it's Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Deontay Banks comes up to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send Worthy in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
"21" is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll try to run for it.
Number 15, Patrick Mahomes on the keeper.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 7-3.
Chiefs 3.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready for their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Moving left. Off he goes. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a New York Giant.
There wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
Look up the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
That's good for a New York Giant.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Jaden Hicks on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. finding room to the 20, and he'll be taken down. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
Nice job by them getting them back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
First carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Wilson now to throw on third down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This from 30 yards out. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants go out to a 10-3 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. One broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Out of coverage. Excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Brings up second and
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line. Second down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And he's in. Darius Slayton, touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Chiefs 3.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He's got it! And he will go all the way. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Chiefs. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Chiefs 10. Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Olszewski now to return. Brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense ready for this next possession.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Wilson now, off the bootleg. Escaping to his left.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
The shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. On play action, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Mahomes going to keep it on a design run.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Kansas City.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-10 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. As we are ready to get back underway. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up first and goal.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This from 30 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs are back within a point. It's 14-13.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run with Tracy. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. On the give, it's Tracy. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. A carry here for Tracy. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Giants.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
They go play action now. Wilson. Working across the field. He gets this to Neighbors. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 34 yards.
A big-time play out of the G-Men. It's a gain of 34.
And, Mike, as the rest of this game unfolds and they have success with their play-action passing game, expect the balance of their run game to continue to pick up as well. And you can make a defense defend the same look, run and pass. That is a handful, and it tends to lead to these big, explosive chunk plays.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the
Well,
7-yard
he's doing
line.
it all on this drive. He's throwing the ball well, and now he's able to use his legs to pick up good yardage and get a fresh set of downs.
Here's a run.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Scatterboo, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Line of scrimmage the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. And that is incomplete. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Chiefs 13.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more.
22-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, Mahomes. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Leo Chenal in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield, but this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Third and long. It's Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable for Remigio. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Coming across the field on target to Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
34 yards.
A big play to kick off this drive. It's a gain of 34.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Marquise Brown. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 16-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, here's Pacheco. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Now, Mahomes. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Chiefs. his second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Butker now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Chiefs go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
17.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
4 at the 45-yard line.
Tracy. They get this to about midfield. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That's good for a Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Wilson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That's the linebacker, Nick Bolton. In there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York. Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and the Giants have taken a 4-point advantage.
Giants 24, Chiefs 20.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. To the outside, catch made by Brown.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This a yard short of the record from 65 yards out. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Tracy now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Uh-oh. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
It's a gain of 25
A pickup there of 25 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
Now Wilson on the designed run. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
13 more yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the 1st down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll run. It's Scatterboo. And he barrels his way into the end zone. And Scatterboo. Touchdown, Giants. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Chiefs 20.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for their 1st possession of this 2nd half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Wilson. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. That is caught! And he's going to take this one all the way. 90 yards. Touchdown, Giants.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants tack on one more to their lead.
38, Chiefs 20.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Remigio now on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense back onto the field for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Mahomes back. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
13 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelce one more time for a Chiefs first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Little miscommunication there, now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. He'll step up and run this. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He has Hyatt complete. So mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Tracy looking to run, and some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
McDuffie on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Wilson now going to keep it on his own read. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Giants.
New York Giants.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
On on second down. Wilson. Now a screen set up for Tracy. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
That's good.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Showing off the elusiveness there. Able to dance his way forward. It's a gain of about 4. It is 2nd and 6. Wilson now, off the bootleg. Forced out wide. And he's in! Russell Wilson. Touchdown, New York. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Gano on to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Giants are able to extend the lead.
Chiefs 20.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Mahomes going to look to run with this one. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
A run. It's Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay. And a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and...
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
First down throw, Mahomes, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, KC.
And a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He takes off, and he'll give himself up here. That's a gain of 5 on first down.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. He'll take off again. And Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down, and he's got that first down.
Kansas City.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Here's Pacheco. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Mahomes now on second down. That one taken in. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, KC. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The extra point by Butker is good, and the Chiefs are able to edge a bit closer.
27.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Tracy now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25.
The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. He'll step up and run. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Wilson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. Gun. Here's Russ. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Nifty running on the return, picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But, see if they can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs are able to cut into the deficit.
Giants 45, Chiefs 34.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The
Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Carry here for Tracy. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. They run on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Look up the crowd, and here's Tracy on 1st down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll run with He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. The shotgun, Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
3rd down, here's Wilson. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Play action here. Mahomes, he's going to let this one go for Worthy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It may not have moved the change, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the change.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often
The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They go play action with Mahomes. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. And in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. In motion, that's Thornton. They'll drop to throw. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. And he's in! Noah Gray. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So, certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Olszewski now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game. Up the sideline at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
21 yards. That's good for a Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
the ground. Here's Tracy. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. First and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Down to a knee one more time. And that should just about do it. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who were giving them much of a shot coming in. But they rode the energy of this home crowd, got some big plays on both sides of the ball. They're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.